fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up. Didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove cause I've done enough. Lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? Check your little piece, wanna see some more? I wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Check your little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how still gonna keep the torch. Check your little piece, wanna see some more?
Getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind stunning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you wanna cowboy on a white horse, right now. Sunset, if that's the kind of love you wanna wait for. Hold on, girl, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. White horse. Someday. Maybe you could have your way. Right now, just not the time. Some things a man just got to do. I wish you could change my mind. Whoa, if you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding out into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you wanna wait for. Hold on tight, girl, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. No, I ain't there yet. White If you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding off into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you wanna wait for. Hold on tight, girl, I ain't there. If you want a cowboy on a white horse, riding off into the sunset, if that's the kind of love you wanna wait for.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from the Superdome. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
On first down, they'll stay with Kamara on the ground. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Rattler. This one is caught by Jawan Johnson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was
I fumbled the football. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
A pickup of 14 on that one. It's good for a Falcon first down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
On first down, right back to Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. From the gun, here is Penix. That'll be caught by McLeod. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
3rd and a yard. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down. Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. That one is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Here's 1st and 10. Here's Rattler. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle with Kamara. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. The safety, Justin Simmons, with the stop. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Rattler. That is caught. Cooks gets the grab. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Rattler now back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
An incompletion there isn't ideal by any means, Mike, but I think that's one of those passes where he made sure that ball was either going to end up in his guy's hands or out of bounds.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll work the middle here with Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Kamara. And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate. Work with your quarterback. Go into scramble second.
And he will score. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown 6. Touchdown number 15 for him on the season. Groupie able to add the extra point. And the Saints move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's not going to outrun the defense. They push him back out of bounds. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. Third and 5. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. Oh, and that one is intercepted by Stephon Gilmore. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. That's complete to McLeod. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Out of the gun, here's a give to Kamara. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's third and 7.
Throwing is Rattler. That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Rattler going to throw. That one to the sideline is over everybody. But now a penalty flag will come in. They may get him for grounding. Here's Kamara. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up third down. To throw, it's Rattler. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion. I love this call, Mike. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut, and they turn fourth down into a first.
On first and 10, it's a handoff. Wait a minute, it's a reverse. And a short pickup down to the 21. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll look to throw. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Shaquille Griffin.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He's up the sideline to the 25. And he's out of bounds, very close to the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on second and 4. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with first and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for second and goal. Now, faking the give. He's got his big tight end. Taysom Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Jamal Agnew now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
And he's going to have the first down, mark him at the 45, and move the chains.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So now the Saints will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes 22 seconds remaining till halftime. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Going for it all. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Now Penix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Now Penix to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. And that's going to be intercepted. A.J. Terrell has it. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. And here's Bijan. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
3rd and 6. Throwing is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. He's going to have the first down. And that one good for 9. And the drive continues.
First down, Falcon.
Here's Robinson. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. They'll throw. It's Penix. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. A throw on the move is caught. Give them 14 on that one. First down, Atlanta.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, here is Penix. Now he takes off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They'll run with Robinson. Oh, yeah. And he will power his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Looking to throw. Rattler. Pass is caught by Olave. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now Kamara. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Open man down the field, it's Olave. That's his 2nd catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
It is 3rd and 10. They're going to go right back to Kamara. Kamara got a 1st down, still going. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Alvin Kamara. Touchdown 6. 2 touchdowns for him in the game. And 60 on the year. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. We're going to go play action with Penix. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Cooks going in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
On third down, here's a run by Kamara.
You can always tell what a team's decision will be on fourth down, Mike, based on what they do on third down. In this case, unfortunately, they didn't get enough yards on the ground to make that fourth down more manageable. So I think they have to reconsider whether they go for it here.
A 56-yard attempt.
Rupee's kick is good. And the Saints will extend their lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, you have things under control. Not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, it's Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
On second down, Penix. That's complete to McLeod. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
To the right, that's Pitts. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
He bought as much time as he could, but he will finally be taken down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
Rookie from Washington on target with that one. It is a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He fires downfield for Pitts. That is caught. What a throw. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Falcons 17.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. He lets one go, looking for Shaheed. He's got it, and he's in. Rashid Shaheed, touchdown, New Orleans.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
Agnew on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. He's inside the 40. Bijan Robinson. And he is gone. 73 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. They'll go again here with Kamara. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. On the give, this is Kamara. And he'll be near the 1st down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on 3rd down. So this one, a win for the Saints. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season.